Craft Club, Craft Club. We're all gonna craft at Kevin's Craft Club. You will craft, and I will craft, and we'll all craft because it's Craft Club, Craft Club. Crafting all the way, it's the summer camp edition of Craft Club. We're all craft clubbing, you and me. We're gonna craft club until there's a Christmas tree. And okay, I'm gonna put that there. Welcome to Craft Club. This is the kitchen part of my home because today we're making the crystal dinosaur. The crystal dinosaur. Are we excited for this? Do we think it's gonna work with these chemicals? These chemicals that I'm gonna put in. They're crystal growing powder. And I'm gonna put this in boiling hot water with this, and it's just gonna work, I guess. It's just gonna congeal crystals to this weird dinosaur. And I don't know if it's gonna work. We're just gonna try. We're gonna give it a shot. Okay, so I need boiling water first of all. I'll get the water boiling. I'm not prepared for any of this, of course. But I was excited about this one because I was like, crystal dinosaur. And then, like I said, my nephew was like, it doesn't work. I've tried it, it doesn't work. No, he goes more mumbles. He's like, rah, rah, rah. And then I say, what? And he's like, I said it doesn't work. Okay, I'm just trying to like be a part of your life, okay? Okay, now I have to put this into some kind of something, but my problem is this. I want to put it into Rubbermaid Tupperware, and I know that's wrong. I know y'all are judging me, but I don't want to put it into one of my like bowls or something like that because I don't want my bowls to have chemicals in it. I know it'll be washed after. I could put it in a pot, I guess, but again, then I would cook in it. Do I dare? Look, it's just crafts, right? It's just crafts. Okay, well, how about a cup? A cup? Oh, it fits my cup. Okay, it fits my... So this is like a pumpkin cup. It's not my favorite cup, so maybe... I do use it though. I use this less though, so I'm just gonna do it in here. Is this 350 milliliters? Because I'm supposed to do 350 milliliters. I don't have a measuring cup, so I can't tell you. Okay, so, okay, this is a better option. Because I was gonna put in this, and I'm pretty sure with boiling hot water, a Rubbermaid would melt. Put in the comments what you think. Maybe this is part of the summer camp experience. But for now, I'm gonna put that away. This is a cup that my nephew gave me when we were friends, before he became a teenager that mumbles. And then when I'm like, what? He's like, oh, I said. You said what? You said nothing. You mumbled because you didn't want to. You know what I've learned? Like here's my theory. Children are not mine to raise. I did not have children to raise, right? So if they're gonna be mean or whatever, like even if they're related to me, like I should not be the one, like not just because I shouldn't be the one, but like I also just shouldn't be the one to teach them anything because I don't know anything either. I'm in the middle of a midlife crisis, unemployed, depressed. Like I have no answers for you, but I do know one thing is that I'm trying to like have patience because I know that I was that age and the things that he is going through, I recognize in myself because I used to be a very like grumpy person too. And especially around people that I knew would always be there for me, like family members. Like I wasn't always the nicest person, like child. I had a lot of like issues, a lot of like feeling uncomfortable in my skin. I don't want to put that on my nephew. I don't know if that's what he's going through, but I do know that there are certain things too where he's like, oh, I know everything in life. He's kind of like a little bit of like a Lucy, like know-it-all right now. Lucy from Peanuts. You're like, Lucy, who's Lucy? You're like following my train of thought. Listen, I am cuckoo. I am a cuckoo. I'm in my kitchen boiling chemicals from a dollar store craft thing. Anyway, I remember like being not so nice to people, especially people that I knew would be there for me. And I'm not justifying anything, but it's like, I'm never not gonna be there for him. So I just have to know. I'm gonna stir these chemicals with this sustainable and compostable fork. Oh, it is actually paper. Okay, so 350 milliliters. Is that a cup size? Maybe it says. Nope. It says hand wash only, do not microwave. And listen, I have microwaved this and it hurt. So it burned my hand. And I am glad that I just read that, because I was like, what is wrong with this goddamn cup? I burned my hand from the microwave. It's because there's metal here or like something here. Okay, I'm just gonna, I don't know what 350 milliliters, I'm just gonna fill this, I'm just gonna fill this up. Okay, and then pour this out and kill the bugs that come up. You know, flies come up from the drain, right? Want to kill those things. Get it. Die in the drain. Okay. And then, okay. Chemicals. Tell me this is not like toxic. Like it literally doesn't even have an ingredient thing. Like I looked on the back and it doesn't have an ingredient thing, but it says crystal growing powder. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna live our lives. I smelled it. I think it's salt. Okay, let's just put it in. We're just putting it in to the non-microwavable cup that I have microwaved before. Can you see any of this? I don't even know if you can see any of this. Okay, I'm gonna mix it up with this fork, just so it's not congealed on the bottle, on the bottom. How y'all doing? How you doing? Joey, whatever his name is from, I once said Joey Fatone. I never watched Friends. Friends was not my friends, you know? Okay, I'm wondering now if I filled it too much and that once I put that dinosaur in, it's gonna be overflow. Maybe that's what the 350 milliliters is for. Okay. I think it's salt. Would salt like just congeal to the thing? What do you think? Let me know what you think. Okay. And now I am going to, oh God. You know what? Straight into the garbage. Straight into the garbage. Not even, just, no, I might need this. You know what? Not straight into the garbage. Okay. I'll just put that neatly there. Okay. Now, our little dinosaur is gonna grow crystals. I'm gonna plop this in. Oh God, did not think this through. Okay, 1, 2, 3, drop. Y'all, it's sizzling. There is a chemical reaction happening. Wait, y'all, can you see this chemical reaction happening? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what is on that clay thing, but there is something happening, y'all. Chemicals, bad for the environment. Okay, this will go straight into the garbage, because what the hell is this? This will go straight into the garbage, because what the hell is that? I poured that out. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put this to the side. It is sizzling. I don't know, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna put this on some paper towels because I don't know what it's gonna do. I'm kind of nervous. And also 350 milliliters, did I put too much water in? You can tell me in the comments what you think is gonna happen. Because we won't see, because I have to keep this in for 2 hours. So we will not see what happens in this video. So the next video is when we will see if it works. Did I put too much water in? I have to go Google how much is 350 milliliters is. If not, I'm just gonna be painting that clay thing. I actually think just painting the clay thing would be nicer. Maybe my nephew was right. It's not cool. It's not cool, Kevin. Okay. Not cool, Uncle Kevin. Yeah, I know. I'm not cool though. I thought that I was gonna be a cool gunkle. But I'm not a cool gunkle. I'm the uncle that comes and is sad and sits at the table and just eats with them, and then like once a week, and then I'm like, okay, well, you know, I connected with you. Because I mean, I lived away from my family for like 20 years and through their formative years. So, you know, now I'm learning to like be an uncle, but it's not instinctual. I think people think that it's just going to be instinctual. I don't think it's instinctual. I think it's just what it is. And then you're just like, okay. And so I'm learning, but I am trying to be compassionate because I remember when I was younger, and I remember that I had a lot of feelings, and I remember that I was kind of mean to people that loved me. And it wasn't intentional even. It was just like, you know, all of your body's changing. You're feeling a lot of emotions, you're feeling a lot of things, and it comes out in really mean ways sometimes. And so I'm trying to be really compassionate about it, but also like, I feel like as somebody who is not the parents, like I shouldn't be parenting. And it's like, it's more that I don't want to overstep and be like, you're kind of being mean to me right now. Because they were doing this thing, there's like this cool new thing that the kids do, which is like roasting, but like I'm a bitch and I'm a comedian, so like I will roast right back, and he didn't like that. He didn't like that because he was like, you're being mean, and I'm like, wait. And then I found out that he was doing this roasting thing, and that's their new thing. And then I was like, okay. And then I was realizing that it was because instinctually I just slap back, because that's what I do. Not physically slap, obviously, but like I will match people's energy right away. And then he was like, wow, you're suddenly mean. And it was but it was a reaction to his action. But I remember also like thinking I knew everything as a child. Like I thought I was so smart. And then now I'm like, yeah, I really didn't know anything. Because think about like, sure, everything makes sense to you when you're a child. But then you get like 30 years into your life and you're like, wow, you have like all of this trauma suddenly. 40 years into your life, you have even more trauma, and you're like, oh, the world really doesn't make sense in the way that we think as a child. Whereas like you do one thing and then everything else works. Like you go to school, you get good grades, you go to college, then you get a career, and the rest of your life is what it is. And that's not true. Like that's just not true. We cannot account for presidents that add tariffs and start fights. And you know, new technology that completely makes your jobs obsolete and makes, you know, film and television writers become social media people that are going to dollar stores and buying weird craft kits so that and to film so that I can be monetized on my YouTube page, which for some reason I'm not. I don't know why. This is the path that we continue on, and we just keep living. We just keep going because there is nothing else that we can do. We just have to keep going. But let's see, what are you doing? Oh, it is sizzling. The chemicals are chemicaling, y'all. So we're gonna keep looking at that. That is gonna be, we're gonna show you, I'm gonna show you in the next video if that worked, or if I put more than 350 milliliters in there and it doesn't work, which is kind of what I'm guessing is gonna happen. Either way, we will paint this in the next episode of Craft Club. We're all gonna craft at Kevin's Craft Club. You will craft and I will craft. And we'll all craft at Kevin's Craft Club. Summer camp, summer edition of Craft Club. All of us are craft clubbing, it's summer edition Craft Club.